If you're looking for the best bunk beds for kids, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have DHP Twin-Over-Twin Bunk Bed. Over 8,500 customers give this metal bunk bed 5 stars for its reasonable price and ease of assembly. In fact, many reviewers say they put it together alone, including one mother who says, "No pieces were missing and the instructions were easy to understand. It took her a few hours, but it was worth it. I love that there is a guardrail going completely around the top bunk, so I don't have to worry about my little guy ever falling." Dozens of other reviewers described this bed is safe because of the guardrail and the bed's sturdy design, including one parent who used to own a different bunk bed for her sons but says this one is better designed. It's compact and space-saving, and value for the price is definite. Sturdy and not squeaky when the top bunk occupant tosses and turns, referring to her wild son. And it's not just parents and kids who vouch for this bed. Many teenagers and even a couple of full-grown adults say they sleep comfortably in it. Bought for my dorm room and pleasantly surprised, begins one college student who weighs 235 pounds and initially thought this may be a little unstable, but was pleased to find it extremely sturdy, even with my weight on it. As a student on a budget, this is the best bang for your buck. Moving on to the next at number 2 with StoreCraft Long Horn Solid Hardwood Twin Bunk Bed. Nearly 300 reviewers describe this solid wood twin-over-twin bunk bed as sturdy, including one who has had it for 2 years and says it's the same price point and is easy to assemble as IKEA furniture but much better quality. I read up on rubber wood before purchasing this bed. It is lighter and stronger than pine. The bed looks beautiful and is very sturdy, they conclude. Another customer, who doesn't usually write product reviews but was impressed by this bed's quality and great value, agrees that the bed was not very difficult to put together and that the wood is solid and there is no play at all when performing the shake test. This model is easy to assemble because the pieces are clearly labeled and well made, according to a third reviewer, who writes, "The bed really was a breeze to put together. Even for one person, the quality of the craftsmanship is great. The pieces look and feel solid." The number 3 position is held by Walker Edison Industrial Wood and Metal Pipe Bunk Bed. Many purchasers recommend this metal bunk bed set for teenagers and tweens because it's very sturdy and durable. Ours are used by a 12 and 13-year-old. There's lots of exhausted and at times exasperated flopping down on the bed. One parent writes, "I bought the bunk beds 2 years ago for my teenage sons, who were 13 and 14 at the time. 2 years later, it's still just as sturdy as the first day." Another happy customer says they bought this bunk bed because I needed something my kids could grow into. I was looking for a trendy bed that would last more than a year, and I found it. My youngest loves the top bunk, and my oldest hasn't complained yet about the bottom, and he complains about everything. Next at number 4, we have Doro Living Airlie Solid Wood Twin-Over-Full Bunk Bed. Although many bunk beds come with twin-over-twin beds, or at least beds of the same size, reviewers appreciate that this solid wood pick from Doro Living is constructed with a twin-over-full bed, making it a suitable choice for children of different ages and sizes to share. "Amazing for my 3 and 5-year-old little girls," says one parent, who adds that although her daughters are not gentle on the beds and are constantly playing on them and jumping, both beds have held up well over the course of a year. "Very, very sturdy. Perfect for multiple kids," writes another reviewer, who got this bunk bed for his nephews and agrees that it is well constructed. "You can also split them up when you have the space for both beds," he adds. Many other customers appreciate that these beds are convertible from a bunk bed to 2 separate beds, meaning that they can grow with the kids. As one parent puts it, "The bed is sturdy, feeling high quality, and was a great price. My cats love the top bunk as well." The number 5 position is held by DHB Miles Metal Bunk Bed. Unlike most twin-over-twin bunk beds, reviewers agree that this full-over-full bunk bed is a more suitable size for teens and adults. Although customers say that the bottom bunk is a better size for someone shorter, one reviewer says anyone under 5'6" should be able to sit up in it comfortably. like his teenage daughter who made it a cave with an LED light rope tacked up for light and ambience. Another adult who bought this bed for his lake cabin, where he hosts over 20 people during the 4th of July, says he and his wife slept on the top bunk and it was very stable. Our combined weight is between 340 to 350 pounds, and these worked great. Even at the low ceiling height, we could sit up on the top bunk. Dozens of customers still say it is a kid-approved bunk bed, especially since as kids grow, this full-size bunk bed is still usable for years to come. The top bunk is the perfect height, not too high while still allowing plenty of room to sit up on the bottom bunk, says one parent who calls it the best bunk bed on the market. The number 6 position is dominated by DHP Studio Loft Bunk Bed over Desk and Bookcase. This lofted bunk bed's underneath desk space includes several storage shelves, which reviewers of all ages say differentiates it from other bunk bed desk combos on the market. One customer who is living in a self-described overpriced closet-size room in Brooklyn says this bed has helped her maximize my use of space and money, since it saved me from having to buy a bookshelf and desk. Another 5-star reviewer, whose 11-year-old daughter uses and loves this bunk bed desk, says having storage for her book collection is my favorite thing. She is actually doing her homework now, which is awesome. When it comes to this product's other features, namely the lofted bed and desk, dozens of reviewers agree that they are better designed and sturdier than other models on the market. One parent, who transitioned each of his daughters to this bunk bed now that they require a place that is quiet and their own for homework, says that compared to their last bunk beds, this one took a short amount of time to assemble and is sturdy. No safety concerns from my side. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Max and Lilly Solid Wood Twin Bunk Bed with Slide. Though it may not seem like an essential feature, dozens of reviewers say their favorite part of this bunk bed is its slide. The slide is a lot of fun for the kids to help tire them out before bedtime, writes one reviewer, who says this bed is just the right height for his 2- and 4-year-old. Another was initially skeptical that the low price tag and slide meant he was going to be getting some particle board impossible to assemble. Poor product, but found that it actually is well designed. Everything fit easily together. It looks awesome, and my daughter is thrilled. A couple of reviewers point out that the slide, which is not made of wood like the rest of the bed, is actually pretty slick. But as one 5-star reviewer explains, he just put a pillow at the bottom to help catch the flying kiddo. Slide and all, he adds, this thing is solid. It's amazing. There is no wiggle. There is no noise. There is no movement. The number 8 position is held by Walker Edison Della Classic Solid Wood Twin-Over-Twin Bunk Bed. Many of us look for bunk beds that can be separated when our kids are older. However, an option that is often overlooked is using your bunk beds as separate beds to begin with. That is what we did with these wooden twin bunk beds from Leaf Furniture. Before our youngest 2 were old enough for bunk beds, we used this set as separate twins. Then, once they were both old enough and trustworthy enough, we put them together as bunk beds. When they went into their own rooms, we separated the beds again. Not only do these bunk beds look good in either configuration, they lasted many years and survived being put together, separated, and taken apart completely for home move. Next at number 9, we have DHP Junior Twin Low Bunk Beds. It isn't easy to find high quality at a low cost, but the DHP Low Bunk Beds do just that, sitting low to the floor. But not at floor level, these bunk beds are unusual in that they have high quality, secured metal slats running the entire length of both bunks. You don't need a box spring or bunk board to support the mattress of your choice, saving you another few bucks in the process. This set of bunk beds is also available in black or white, although these 2 color options are rather inexplicably more expensive than the silver. The downside to the silver finish is that it gives a bit of an institutional feel to a room if you're not careful. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Harper and a bright Trundle bunk bed with drawers. If you're after a basic bunk bed, but also want the safety of a staircase to the upper bunk, take a look at the Harper and bright Trundle bed. There's a 4-step staircase which can be placed at whichever end of the bunk bed you prefer. The staircase has a safety rail on both sides and has drawers for storage in the top 3 stairs. For safety reasons, the bottom stair does not have a drawer. This bunk bed comes with a matching Trundle bed for sleepovers and visitors. The casters can be removed to stop the Trundle from moving back and forth when being used. Neither the 2 main bunks nor the Trundle bed comes with a mattress. That's all for today. We upload baby product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.